is that God wanted to show us that he wanted to have an intimate relationship with Abraham by letting Abraham provide food for him that they could eat before him, something very understood in that culture, this thing called hospitality. And I think both are true. I think God wanted to accomplish both of those things. And so God visits. Secondly, we see Abraham's hospitality, verses 3-9. He said in verse 3, "If I have found favor in your eyes, my Lord, do not pass your servant by. Let a little water be brought, and then you may all wash your feet and rest under this tree. Let me get you something to eat so that you can be refreshed and then go on your way, now that you have come to your servant." "Very well," they answered, "do as you say." So Abraham hurried into the tent to Sarah. "Quick," he said, "get 3 seahs of fine flour, knead it, and bake some bread." It looks like Abraham is going to have Sarah do all the work. And he's probably telling her, "You know that bread that I really, really like? That's the stuff I want you to make today so that they can enjoy the best that we have." But no, he doesn't. Verse 7, he doesn't make Sarah do all the work. "Then he ran to the herd and selected a choice tender calf and gave it to a servant who hurried to prepare it." So he asked the servant to prepare it. He then brought some curds, and I think they were Wisconsin cheese curds. I didn't wear my Packer jersey, so hey, got to give me that one. And milk, and the calf that had been prepared, and set these before them. While they ate, he stood near them under a tree. And you'll see, I think, from this text that Abraham lets his visitors eat first, thing of hospitality in that culture. But what he's doing here is an example to us because he's putting God first in his life. That's what hospitality is putting the other person first, saying, "You're special. You get to eat first. You get to go first, and then I'll go last." But he does that with God. But with God, it's more than that. It's saying, "God, your will be done in my life." It's also interesting that God can eat. Why wouldn't he be able to? He invented it. He created us to eat, amen? Some people eat to live, and other people live to eat. And you can tell too. Enjoy it very much. But notice also that this isn't just plant-based imitation calf. Thank you, Bill Gates. Abraham says, "Beef, it's what's for supper." There are verses in the New Testament on hospitality. Romans chapter 12, verse 13, you can just look at it on the screen. It says, "Share with God's people who are in need. Practice hospitality." 1 Peter 4:9, "Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling." So when you have visitors come by and you're hospitable to them, don't complain. All of us do that. Hebrews 13:2, "Don't forget to entertain strangers, for by so doing, some people have entertained angels without knowing it." Abraham did this very well, but he was already ready to receive the Lord. I think he had made the decision to be hospitable, receiving of the Lord and the presence of the Lord and the work of the Lord in his life. How about you? Are you ready for God to be in your life, to be in your marriage, to be in your home, to be with you at your work and in your community and in your hobbies and the things that you enjoy doing and your investments? Are you willing for God to be part of those things? Is your heart receptive to God and his things? Do you want God to visit you? Yeah, if he gives me a little warning. Another question, who is first in your life? God or you? Do you serve God first and then yourself? Or is it the other way around? Where you live for yourself and you give to God what's left over? Do you give to God first when you financially give to God? I think you should put it as the first line in your budget of your expenditures, that you're going to give to God first. Or are you like most who they put it at the last, if there's anything left over, I will give God the crumbs of my budget. Abraham put God first in his life. And then they ask Abraham, verse 9, as we continue in the text, where is your wife Sarah? They asked him.